Copy 724, right. Center maintain 2000.
Center maintain 2074.
Comment 504 to center maintain 3000.
3000, comment 504.
Today in this video we're going to be finishing everything related to navigation. Okay, we're going to start from where we left off on the GPS. So what are the different types of GPS receivers? So the types of the receivers basically for the VFR navigation, they can be fully integrated where they have both the IFR and the VFR installations, and they can support the VFR. And the other one are basically the handheld devices. So these are the different GPS. So one is like the fully installed GPS receivers and used for both VFR and IFR, and the second type is the handheld GPS, just like we use in the car. Okay, now I wanted to talk about this RAIM. It stands for Receiver Autonomous Integrity Monitoring. So what this is like it's a self-monitoring function performed by a GPS receiver to ensure that adequate GPS signals are being received from the satellites at all times. So just like a cell phone GPS, right? It can tell you, if you're using the Google Maps, it can tell you that okay, you're not having internet connectivity, or somehow not getting enough reception, and it can just tell you. So this is the same. RAIM is the monitoring system which will tell you that okay, I'm not getting any more signals, and you shouldn't trust the GPS anymore. So how can being pilots, how can we obtain the RAIM availability information? Availability information. So the pilots may obtain GPS RAIM availability information by using the manufacturer supplied RAIM prediction tool, or you can also use the service availability prediction tool on the FAA en route terminal RAM prediction website. So if the RAIM capabilities are lost, right? Like as I said, even if the GPS tells you, or if the RAIM capabilities are lost, can you continue to use the GPS for navigation? So the answer is you may, but the pilot has no assurance of the accuracy of the GPS position. Just remember that losing RAIM means that you're gonna lose the accuracy. So before conducting a flight using GPS equipment for navigation, what are the basic pre-flight checks? Right. So the things which you should be doing is, first of all, you can consider there are 5 ones. So like, you can first of all verify that the GPS equipment is properly installed and certified for the planned operation. The second one is verify that the databases, right, which the GPS has, like related to navigation, terrain, obstacles, those things, have not expired. Third one is that the review GPS NOTAM and the RAIM information related to the planned route of flight. Then you should also review the fourth one is the operational status of the ground-based nav aids and related aircraft equipment. And the last one is to determine that the GPS receiver operation manual or airplane flight manual supplement is on board and available for use. So these are the pre-flight checks you should do. Then we have how do we determine what type of operation a GPS receiver is approved for? Like what are the approved operations for the GPS? So for this one, you should actually reference the POH or FAFM and the supplements to determine the limitations and operating procedures of particular GPS equipment installed. Meaning there cannot be a generic answer. So you have to have the handbook or the manual, and then you should actually be able to know the approved operations. Okay, so when you are doing the pre-flight briefing, right? Is the FSS briefer automatically gonna provide you a pilot with GPS NOTAMs? So just to be sure that the FSS briefers are the ones when you call for filing like a VFR flight plan or even the IFR flight plan. This is like that person who's telling you everything about the NOTAMs and everything. That's called the FSS briefer. So basically, are they gonna provide you with the GPS NOTAMs automatically? So the answer is no. You need to ask for it. You must specify or request the GPS NOTAMs. Okay, couple of more questions here. So the next one is that oops, if I can write it. So how many satellites does a GPS receiver require to compute its position? So there are multiple. So number of satellites is based on like depending on what you want. So 3 satellites are required for to yield latitude and longitudinal position, and that position is gonna be, if we have 3 satellites, we can have a 2D like the 2D position. 2D location of the plane. If we are using 4 satellites, we can actually yield latitude, longitude, and altitude. So it's gonna become a 3D view. If we have 5 satellites, we can have 3D plus the RAIM, and 6 is also 3D plus RAIM, plus in the 6th one we can isolate the corrupt signal and remove from the navigation solution. So that's it about the number of satellites. Also, what is WAAS? WAAS. It's a wide area augmentation system. It's a ground and satellite integrated navigational error correction system that provides accuracy enhancements to signals received from the global positioning system. Oops. Okay, now what limitations are there when using a panel mount VFR GPS or a handheld VFR GPS for navigation? So the limitations. So the RAIM capability, we need to be aware of that. So basically it's gonna be, I'm just gonna name it out first and then we'll go a little bit into detail. There are three things, three limitations. The RAIM capability, the RAIM capability is the database accuracy, and the last one is the antenna location. So the RAIM capabilities are like the many VFR GPS receivers and all handheld units have no RAIM alerting capability. So loss of the required number of satellites in view or the detection of a position error cannot be displayed to the pilot by such receivers. Then we have the database currency or accuracy. In many receivers, up uh, and like an outdated database uh, is not gonna be able to tell you the it can mess up the things. Uh, Again, just like a handheld car GPS, if the database is not up to date, it can mess up the things. And the third one is the antenna location. So in many VFR installations of the GPS receivers, antenna location is more a matter of convenience than performance. So but like the handheld GPS receiver, antenna location is limited to the cockpit or cabin only and is rarely optimized to provide a clear view of available satellite. And the last thing I wanted to cover is like the term VFR waypoints. And you would see them like in the sectional charts too. They are denoted as VP. Basically, they provide the pilots with a supplementary tool to assist with position awareness. So remember the dead reckoning, where we're looking outside in order to see where we are. So that's what the VFR waypoints are. That they will gonna supplement your position awareness. Okay, those are the things I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching.